What's up, everyone? I'm Leah B. Jackson. I'm here with Graham Nardone from the Sims 4 team, and today we are going to be showing off the new awesome Create-A-Sim mode.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a ton of great stuff to show. Why don't we go ahead and jump in and start taking a look?
Jump right in.
So here we are with just kind of a average male sim. One of the things that we're very excited about here in our new Create-A-Sim for Sims 4 is the way you're actually shaping the body of your sim. So as I go in, I'm no longer using sliders. You know, it was kind of difficult to go in and see all these different body parts in a list and try and figure out what you were going to do to kind of adjust them. But now it's really simple. You just grab right on, start to adjust anything.
So anywhere that sort of lights up on his body, you're able to adjust
however
absolutely. You want just by dragging the mouse.
And we've got some really fun new ones that we haven't had in past Sims games. So if I went back here, for example, grabbed onto his spine, you can see I can adjust his posture.
Okay.
We've got a butt slider in The Sims for the first time ever.
Nice.
Maybe more fun for the ladies than the guys, but and then another little fun one down here as well. We can start adjusting the size of his feet.
Okay, great.
Which is crazy. We've never had that in The Sims before. So this is more points of manipulation than we've ever had in a Sims game for their body.
Now, once you get up to his face, are you able to sort of do more in-depth on every aspect of the face as well?
Absolutely. So as we start zooming in here, you're going to see additional levels of detail that we can adjust. So we got a little jaw action going on there. We can get his cheek, or even adjust his cheekbone. So if we really wanted some high defined ones or just kind of low subtle ones.
And now I noticed that on the right side here, there's some presets, it looks like. So they're still available,
sure.
It seems like.
Yeah, a lot of those are just kind of be there to give you some options in what you're selecting for your sim. If you just want kind of a baseline to start with and then going in and tweaking further. But we can get even more detailed. So I'm going to go into our fine detail edit mode now.
Wow.
So instead of grabbing just a single feature, I can start to grab pieces of a feature of a sim. So I can get the bridge of his nose or his nostrils here.
Awesome.
And as you go into profile or looking at the front, you can actually adjust it in different ways. So lots of variety here, fun ways that you can really edit your sim.
You can totally get it in depth. And I mean, even, the eyes light up. Wow.
You can do your irises if you want a weird looking sim.
Oh
I know some people love to make, kind of the freaks out there. But just layers and layers of detail here. I always like doing the eyebrows.
Right.
But the way that you're grabbing on and adjusting your sim, that's where you're getting into the fine mode. Something I really like about it is when we go into this face section here with the presets, we're actually changing the underlying bone structure of our sims. So as I select some of these different options, we're getting way more detailed with our ethnicities than we've ever been able to before. You can create people from all around the world in great levels of detail. And as I'm changing these, because it is their bone structure, what's really cool is when I go back and start pushing and pulling on them again, I'm getting different levels of adjustment that match that bone structure. So great detail in there.
Gotcha. So let's go through sort of each individual customization aspect.
Absolutely. So we've got some great stuff with the hairs. Of course, lots of different options, and you can go in and have some fun colors or just have some normal ones as well. Something I really like with the hair, though, let me grab this mohawk. Got a little shock top look there. Now, if I went and added a hat to him, in a past Sims game, that hat wouldn't match up with the hair.
Right, totally.
So now I can add any hair to any hairstyle, and it's going to match the hair right along with it. So they all adjust together. If I went back and grabbed a different one, I can
remember
go and put any hair with it.
A lot of my female Sims that I would always pick a hat and be like, but now I lost my hairstyle. So this is neat that you can sort of have these accessories.
Totally.
And
of course,
now.
Plenty of options for facial hair too, if you want a cool beard or goatee. Lots of great stuff we can do there. And then accessories. Everybody loves accessorizing with their sim.
Indeed.
So, of course, different options for colors in here as well. If you want
cool.
I call this one the pit bull look, but there's lots of great stuff in there that you can get involved with. And then even makeup options if you want those for your sim as well. Let's pop those glasses back off and zoom in for a second.
You can see his...
And, all the options that we have can be applied across both men and women. So
can we take a look at some of the female Sims now, too?
Yeah, let's grab one down here and go into some of her options as well. So Plenty of hairstyles. This is more content than we've ever shipped in a Sims base game before. So great ones to select from.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the hairstyle, so it seems like there are a lot to choose from this time around. And now you can, again, as we were talking about earlier, you can choose the hair.
Absolutely.
The hat
we'll get some cool plumb bob earrings on there. We've got a whole variety of different ones that you can select from, and even some nice necklaces down here as well, which aren't just painted onto the clothes anymore. They're actual, accessories that you're adding to your sim. So great levels of detail in there.
And can we see some of the clothes as well this time around?
Well, one other really quick thing I'd like to show you.
Sure, absolutely.
Let's hop back to our first sim for a second.
Okay.
He doesn't have any clothes on yet. So we've got these body presets as well. And so this is similar to Faces, where all these different options that you're selecting really give you different starting points for your sim. And these are the only two sliders you're going to see in Create a Sim over here.
Oh, cool.
One for your weight, one for your fitness level. If you want the little emaciated look,
I like
you can
how
do
they
that.
react to how you're sliding them.
Yeah, they're all about that as well. So let's get back to the clothes, though.
Okay.
We want to see some clothes. We can do some really cool stuff with this. So tons of different content in here.
Oh my gosh, there are so many more clothes that pop up on your little circular menu.
Drop some pants on her as well there. But lots of things we can choose from. And as we go through here, we have different variations of color that we can adjust, or patterns as well. So if I grab one like this, it actually changes the pattern. We can have plain ones. We can have ones with different styles on them. So really cool stuff to select from in here.
So this time around, you're sort of limited to the predetermined outfits and sort of styles and colors. You can't go in and customize them, but it seems like there are a lot of types to choose from.
Yeah, absolutely. We have tons of different ones to select from in here, so it's going to be a real wide variety of content that you get to choose from. Like I said, more than any other game.
Oh yes, let's see the cat sweater.
There you go, for the crazy cat lady in your life. And of course, we have full body assets as well, so if you wanted to do a dress, you can come in here, so you don't just have to have a top or a bottom.
Okay.
And something really nice, a lot of people don't notice this, we can go up here and start adding additional outfits. So I'm on my everyday category right now. If I want a second outfit, I can go in and I can do that. So we'll give her that one.
Oh, nice. So sometimes she'll go into different outfits. She won't always be in the same outfit. You can select multiple everyday outfits for her.
Absolutely. So you can go in and adjust that as much as you like and have a lot of fun with it.
I love that.
Whoops. Of course, plenty of shoes to choose from as well, some cowboy boots.
Oh, one thing I noticed in E3 that was really neat was how the boots work this time around, and how if you have boots, they'll go over your pants.
That's true. Why don't we try and get a long pair of pants here and then get some boots going. So depending on how you set them up, so that's kind of a wider bottom on those jeans. They'll go up, into the jeans. The jeans will cover them.
Totally.
Now, if we had a tighter pair of pants, let's see. There we go. So that's a great example.
Right.
Now the boots actually cover those pants, and that's something we couldn't do in past Sims games. So
I love that. I am actually have that kind of look on right now, so that's neat that you can do that this time around.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, lots of different accessories for bodies as well. So bracelets, some long gloves if you wanted them. Maybe not yellow. Let's go for something a little more subtle there. The eye ring if you want something a little freaky.
Very cool. And so once you sort of have created the look that you want for your sim, what are the next steps that you should make? Oh, no, this is a handsome sim.
Yeah, I like this sim right here. So I'll show you something really cool that we can do. If you're like me and you're not great at fashion, we have these great filters that you can go in and start setting as well. So maybe I know I want a red shirt, but I don't know exactly what I want. It's going to go through the catalog, select that for me. And I have this smart randomization that I can select as well, which just takes me right through that content that I filtered. But you know what? July 4th's right around the corner. Maybe I'm feeling patriotic today. I can go in and do multi-select on my filters as well. So get a little red, white, and blue going on, see what I feel like fits me. And one other thing I really like in here, so it's not just about colors. I could go, let's say I want a leather jacket. It's going to take me instantly to that content. It's very fast to get to what you want to find for your sim.
That's great.
Now, I really like this. This is something we haven't had in past Sims games either. So I'm here in the sleep category. I've got a few different tops I can choose from to go to bed in. Now, in the past, you would have been limited to what we selected. This is just applying a filter, though. So it's, again, part of that filter. If I want my guy to go to sleep in his leather jacket, I could totally do that. So we're not limiting players in any way anymore. If you want to dress them up to be wacky for some situation, you absolutely can.
That's great.
And again, for me, who's not great at a lot of fashion stuff, we have this wonderful thing called styled looks now. So as we go through there, maybe a formal styled look. Whoop. I can find the snazzy suit there.
Oh, nice.
And these are
Looking
outfits
good.
that are actually set up by our Maxis artists, and we're going to
Gotcha.
continue updating those over time. So as you come back into Create-A-Sim, you're going to see new options from our artists in the studio, which is really
Wonderful.
nice. Yep. So why don't we actually take a look at our Sim's personality as well?
Okay.
Because that's just as important as the look of your Sim. And one of the ways we really start to define that is by their new walk styles. So we've got, kind of the standard one.
Yes.
But we can have a little fun with it too. Get a perky walk going on Graham there. And just a lot of different ways to shape who your Sim is. And it's not just these ones that you select in Create-A-Sim either. As you actually go into the game, there we go. I like the little hip action on this
Oh,
one.
yeah, that one's looking good.
But as you go into the game and get into different emotional states, so say my Sim was feeling sad, he wouldn't be doing his kind of goofy walk here. He'd start to really droop over. He'd shuffle his feet. If he was angry, he'd stomp around. Or if he had to go to the bathroom, he'd really be clutching himself. So we have a lot of fun ways to just really change who our Sims are.
Oh, and you can change their voice. And
Yep, we got a lot of different selections there, of course, both for men and women. And then we go in and we start selecting who our Sim is, how they act in game. So the first way you want to do that here is by selecting an aspiration. And the aspirations are really long-term goals for your Sim. And out of all the different ones we can choose from, we have different tracks that you could go down as well. So creativity, I could be a painter, a musician, or a writer.
it seems like some of these are sort of similar to what you could choose in The Sims 3 as well. So
It's
seems-
similar, but we've added on it in quite a few ways. So now when I select an aspiration, I get this trait that's paired right along with it. So I selected the musical aspiration, and I got the muser trait, which is going to give me a boost to my skill when I'm playing music while my Sim is inspired. So
Okay.
that trait really helps my Sim shape who they are. Now,
and then you can pick a few more.
of course, we've got 3 more different trait slots we could fill in a variety of categories. So emotion traits. Again, if I wanted my Sim to play off feeling inspired by that aspiration, I'd make him creative, which helps him be inspired more often.
Gotcha.
Or we can go through and do, I love the geek one. It's always fun. And just a variety of fun options in here. The insane one is really goofy in game. Or, hey, what do you know? Hates children. Maybe a little grumpy.
Aw, Grumpy Graham.
That's right. So, cool stuff we can do with our Sims' personalities as well that really shape who they are as they go through their life.
That's great. Well, I know you had a couple other Sims that you wanted to show us
I
before
do,
we close out.
We have some special Sims here today. So, right here we have Naomi.
Oh, yes, the lovely Naomi Kyle,
Pretty
IGN's
good.
own. She
Yep.
looks perfect, just like Naomi.
And a surprise for you.
Oh,
Got
the
Leah
Leah
as well.
Sim. Awesome. Looks just like me.
There you go. And one more this afternoon. We've got
Oh, my
Greg
God.
Miller himself.
So perfect. Let's let's
Little
get a little
look
bit
on his
closer
face.
on Greg. Oh my gosh, he even has the Greg Miller smirk.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. That is so cool. Well, it seems like you can really, really get in depth with your Sims in The Sims 4. Thank you so much for showing us.
Yeah, very much. You get to, make the look of your Sim, make their personality, shape them, and we love the way that you can just get hands-on with it and just have a lot of fun with it. It is such a powerful tool.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Graham.
Yeah.
For more on The Sims 4, keep it locked to IGN.